Good morning everyone. Welcome to Chapter 8 Introduction to Trigonometry of NCERT textbook for grade 10. In this module, we will recollect elements of a triangle, congruent triangle, similar triangles, and we will recollect about Pythagoras theorem. Thereafter, we will see the need to study trigonometry, and we will reach trigonometric ratios. You know, you have studied triangle from 3rd standard onwards. Triangle is a polygon with 3 sides. 6 elements of a triangle are 3 angles and 3 sides. Triangles are classified based on side and based on an angle. Based on side, the name of triangles are equilateral, isosceles and scalene triangle. Based on angle, different names of triangles are acute angle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. I need not explain this. Everyone, all of you know very well. Later, in 7th standard, we have studied about congruency of triangles. What do you mean by congruent triangles? 2 triangles are congruent when 3 corresponding angles and 3 corresponding sides are matched. I will not go into detail about this. Just to recollect the concept congruency. And every time we need not check 6 elements of a triangle to prove the congruency. It is enough if we check the congruency with these 4 conditions, that is SSS, SAS, ASA, RHS. You have studied in detail in 7th standard. You can see 2 triangles here, green triangle and red triangle. It's very clear green triangle is smaller than the red triangle, right? But the corresponding angles are same. That means these 2 triangles of same shape and different size. So shape depends upon the measure of angles, right? These such type of triangles are known as similar triangles. Yeah, we will go little bit deeper. Similar triangles are of same shape, but they are of not necessarily the same size. They can be thus of same size. Here, the opposite side of x angle is A, and the opposite side of x angle in the second triangle is P. A by P is equal to B by Q. B by Q means opposite side of angle Y, and Q is opposite side of angle Y in the second triangle. That means corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Similar triangles are the triangles of same angles but corresponding angle sides are in the same ratio. Again, we can check the similarity of the given triangles by these 3 conditions. It's AA, SSS and SAS. Later, you have studied about very famous Pythagoras theorem in your 7th standard. It's very easy. It gives us Pythagoras theorem gives the relation between the sides of a right angle triangle. Let me name the triangle first. A is, let it be B, let it be C, the 3 vertices. Now A, B, C are the sides of this right angle triangle. Pythagoras theorem states that A square plus B square equals C square. That means the sum of the 2 sides, sum of the length of a triangle, sum of the squares of length of a right angle triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. C is the hypotenuse here. Hypotenuse means the side opposite to the right angle. A square plus B square equals C square. This is a statement which gives the relation between the sides of a right angle triangle. Later, we solved the sum related to Pythagoras theorem. We found out the length of the ladder here in this first figure by applying Pythagoras theorem. You can find out the height of the window to which the ladder is attached by applying Pythagoras theorem. Now, by applying Pythagoras theorem, you can find out the unknown side of a right angle triangle when two other sides are given. Yeah, we will now next we will see the just observe these two figures. Here in the second figure, boy wants to find out the height of a tree. Here maximum the distance between the boy's legs and the tree you can find out, you can measure, but you don't know the distance between the boy's eyes and the height of the tree. To apply Pythagoras theorem, we need two measures of a right angle triangle. So to find out the height of the tree, we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem. Now here in this first figure, two men are looking at the island from the shore. The distance between them it is given as 50 meters. To apply Pythagoras theorem, we should know two measures of a right angle triangle. It is also right angle triangle here. The angle from which man looking at the island we can measure, we can know. So we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem to find out the distance to the island from the beach. We cannot apply Pythagoras theorem. So how can we find out the distance to the island here in this first figure? And how can we find out the height of the tree in the second figure? If we study trigonometry in detail, we can find out the distance and height. So what do you mean by trigonometry? We will explore now. First of all, we should understand the word meaning of trigonometry. Tri means three. Gon means side. Metron means measurement. It is the measurement related triangle. Trigonometry means the relation between the angles and sides of a right angle triangle. What is trigonometry? Here, the shape of the right angle. Here, let me draw one. Yeah, let me draw one right angle triangle here. The shape of the right angle, it depends upon the angles, it is not depending upon the sides of the angle, length of the sides of the angle. And if we know one side and one angle of a right angle triangle, then we can find all the other angles and other sides. Or if we know two sides of a right angle triangle, we can find out all the angles and the other side of the right angle triangle. When we will find out the ratio of the trigonometric ratios does not depend upon the sides of the triangle. You know the concept of similar triangle, right? Similar triangles means the corresponding ratios of corresponding sides are equal. So trigonometric ratios does not depend upon the sides of the triangle. It depends upon the angle, measure of the angle. So to study trigonometry, you should know the basics first. Here, the basic words that we are using in trigonometry, it is, Now, when we are considering theta angle, let me name the triangle first. Let it be A, B, See, the right angle triangle is right angle at B. Now, when we are considering theta here for angle C, the opposite side is AB. When we are considering angle theta, the adjacent side which is adjacent is BC. Now here, when we are considering alpha, which is the opposite side here, for alpha, it is the opposite side. BC is the opposite. Which is the adjacent side? Here AB is the adjacent side. So you should be a little bit more careful while marking or while recognizing the opposite and adjacent side. You know the meaning of opposite and adjacent. Here, when we are considering the angle, which angle we are considering, the opposite side is the opposite side of that angle. For theta, opposite side is AB. For alpha angle, opposite side is BC. For theta angle, opposite side is AB, adjacent side is BC. For alpha, opposite side is BC, adjacent side is AB. Little bit you have to take little bit extra care to get the opposite and adjacent sides. You know the hypotenuse meaning. You have familiar with this word in your Pythagoras theorem. The side which is opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. Yeah, we will get the very basic trigonometric ratios now for a right angle triangle. Now sin theta, here the angle we are considering is theta. Let me mark the triangle. Yeah, theta. When we are considering angle C here, it is named as theta. It is denoted by theta. Now sin theta. What do you mean by sin theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse here. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan theta equals opposite side by adjacent side. Now another three trigonometric ratios are, it is cosecant angle, cosecant theta, it is cosec theta, and secant theta and cot theta. Sin theta equals opposite side by hypotenuse. Cosecant theta equals hypotenuse by opposite side. That means reciprocal of sin theta. Cosecant theta equals reciprocal of sin theta. Here cos theta equals adjacent side by hypotenuse. Secant theta equals hypotenuse by adjacent. That means reciprocal of cos theta. Secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Tan theta equals opposite side by adjacent side. Cot theta equals adjacent by opposite side. That means it is reciprocal of tan theta. Don't by heart all the 6 ratios. It's enough if you remember only the 3 basic ratios. Sin theta you can remember by SOH. Sin theta opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos theta equals adjacent CAH. Remember by the abbreviation CAH. Tan theta equals TOA. Tan theta equals opposite side by adjacent side. Now cosecant is the reciprocal of sin theta, 1 by sin theta. Secant theta equals 1 by cos theta. Cot theta equals 1 by tan theta. You know the 6 trigonometric ratios now. Now you are ready to solve the sum. Yeah. Read out the sum. In triangle ABC, let me name the triangle. While naming you should be careful. Which angle is right angle? It is B here. B is right angle and ABC is the triangle ABC. Yeah, AB equals 24 centimeter. It is 24 centimeter. BC equals 7 centimeter. And you have to find out sin A and cos A. You know already what is sin A. You know the formula. You know the formula, sin A equals opposite by hypotenuse. Yeah, which is opposite side here? 20, for sin A is our specified angle here now. Which is the opposite side, BC, by hypotenuse. We don't know the hypotenuse. How to find out the hypotenuse now? It is right angle triangle. Yeah, it is right angle triangle. How we will get the hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem? Very easy to get the hypotenuse now. It is 24 square plus 7 square. 24 square is 576 and 7 square is 49. You will get 625. AC is the square root of 625. It is 25. Don't forget to take the square root. 25 centimeter. Now sin A equals opposite side 7 by, it is opposite side is 7. 25. It is ratio, that is why it has no unit. Seven by 25. Yeah, what do we mean? How much is cos A? It's very simple, sir. Cos A equals adjacent side by hypotenuse. Yeah. How much is adjacent side? It is for cos A. This is the adjacent side. 24 by 25 is cos A. 7 by 25 is sin A. Yeah, we will move to the self-assessment sum. In triangle PQR, right angled at R, PR equals 24 cm, PQ equals 13 cm. First, draw the triangle, rough sketch of right angle triangle. Be careful to note down the right angle. It is not at Q, it is R. So you should be careful to name the triangle. Then mark the sides. Then get the third side using Pythagoras theorem. Then it's very easy. Now write the formula. Find out the ratios. Thank you.